All right, I'm going to start some PA. Welcome. It is Monday, right? Yeah, Monday, 21st of October. I'm currently in a trade from London Open. It's a bit late today. I'm probably going to stick to a bit more zoomed out TA, seeming as I've kind of already interacted with London today. But let's take a look at what happened. Okay, we just filled a gap actually. So we just filled our RTH gap. We just filled a gap. That's rather noticeable. Large buyback. We just filled a gap. We have a lot of liquidity below us. As I've been saying for a while. And this just looks ready to sweep low, and it would be really welcomed. Might not do it all right now, might just take a bit of liquidity and in preparation for US, but like it's been asking to have a retracement for a while, and it might be happening, so I welcome it. What happened? Well, Friday was a bunch of nothing during US. It was just a load of distribution into this area here. I was talking about price coming up into this consolidation, and if it happened early enough, I would be using blocks inside here. It didn't really happen early. US opened and pushed it a bit higher, and it took a small bit of liquidity into this area. I thought that US might come deeper into this block, but they didn't. They took a small bit of liquidity, ranged around here, and then we had the weekend gap. Sydney came up, took some liquidity. Tokyo couldn't, and it moved down, started breaking down. I actually took a small trade here during work. If I held it, I guess it would have been crazy, but whatever. I was working. I don't care. So then US opened, took a small bit of liquidity, but I mean, like, we'd broken so much structure by now. Really struggled to this is a messy chart now. Really struggled to get any closes at all. Just took a load of liquidity here. And now we've got the push down, a very clean push down for UK. So where am I looking? Well, I mean, below us, we still have this RTH gap all the way down here. We have vector imbalances, like, we filled the 50%. It seems to be enough, as I kind of thought they might. It seemed like a really nice move up here. Geez, this might just knife. This might knife. We have liquidity down here. I'm a bit cautious about putting my TP there, though. I mean, it kind of feels like a US move. Kind of have to watch this. Yo. The push. What are we coming into right now? This sucks. This sucks. This whole thing sucks. It's like made to be knifed, right? Made to be knifed. It's kind of hard to do TA when you have a position open, but okay, we're coming into something here. I mean, it could provide something. I like this range for. We just lost the point of control. At the moment, we came into a volume gap. We could get some support here to come back up into this high volume node. But my TP is around this volume gap here into this wick. I'm willing to sell, or willing to buy back there, just because we're coming into like setups for US and stuff, and some volatility can come in soon. It can come in soon. So I think this was my original. No, we flat lows down here. I'm gonna set an alert here, because actually, did that take liquidity? This block kinda did. Did we come into it yet? A structural point here. I'm gonna set an alert here. Just if it does cross this, there's definitely a chance that I'll close this, because we're getting very like aggressive pushes down now, and this is a steep fall, and steep falls can be recovered very sharply. Money flow is still kind of thin. If we zoom out maybe to the 2 hour, 3 hour, we can see this massive just line of liquidity they've built here, right above these gaps. I don't know about this lower gap. We do have areas down here, but this liquidity pool seems like something they might leave for a bit. Though on the 4 hour, like vectors have been recovered. We've come into blocks that have been responsible for breaks of structure, right? So I mean, they're able to just sweep down here over the week if they want to. The ES, I mean, the ES is at all-time highs, and because of that, like it's, you know, it's very emotionally driven. My God, though, look at this liquidity that they've built here. This is kind of scary, like for longs. Honestly, it's kind of terrifying. This push up created a really strong hidden div, like kind of internal wave, like, you know, inside the wave hidden div here. Like this was crazy. The hidden bear div here, see here, and down lower we got like damning money flow div. Like they were trying to push price up here. Where was it? It's on the 15-minute. They were trying to push price up, and it was just getting absorbed. Like it was crazy absorption. Where was it? 45-minute, 1 hour. I saw it and it looked really nice. Yeah, here. It's a really nice push up. You can see that price was just not moving, and money was like aggressively coming in, which was a really nice sign. It was a nice sign for a short. This is the tail end of it now. I'm a bit hesitant of holding on to this for too long. You know, this, if it was the same day that this was made, I would be thinking about waiting, but because this was made like last week, like I just count it as like good PA really. So there's a chance that a close soon would be all right. I'm going to mark the 50% of this and see what happens. If we close above it, we've already mitigated that. Green vector, get closes on the 3-minute. No diff. Money flow is very thin. It's a large push down. Very strong. I might get a 50% close. 3-minute. Recovery of this, like we've just left a lot of imbalances here. Anyway, I see us having a knife down, and it would, as I said before, it would be welcomed to maintain strength here. You can see the NQ has not moved. Like it really hasn't moved. We're at the same price we were at on the 26th of September. So like a month ago, like price was around here. We barely put in a new high, and ES has been pushing up. And to me, it just seems, I don't know, it seems a bit odd. We've equal lows in the ES here, like huge hourly equal lows. We have a lot of reasons to come down. And you know, maybe we will. Okay, we got that close. I'm going to close some more of my position. Take another 3. Take another 2 off. Did I just add? No, I didn't. All right. All right. So that's what I'm thinking. I think a bit of downside. We're hanging around at the point of control of this consolidation. We have a completely unfilled gap down here. What it's going to do for US, I don't know. We did leave kind of equal highs here at Asia, around here. There is still vector recovery to the upside. It's to be noted that they can bring it back up into this area here, right? There is a pocket of liquidity here. We still have untapped levels up here. They can bring it up here, take more liquidity, and then bring it down, right? I don't know if it's necessarily going to fall from here. Maybe not. So yeah, for US, they can definitely bring it up. We're getting a bit of a recovery there. Let's see. I want to see how it interacts. It's hanging on to this div. It's really hanging on. It's a wick. We might come back into the wick and get some absorption here. But yeah, I mean, my TA from last week, actually, you know, stuff hasn't really changed, guys. Like, this was just seems like a really big, like short squeeze. You know, we are coming into like a lot of resistance, and we're setting up a lot below. It's kind of that plain to me. Like, not saying that it has to come down, nothing has to happen, but like, it's just kind of glaring, all of this that they're leaving below, and what they're doing up here just isn't extremely convincing for like large continuations. So we have the elections coming up too, right? So in 2 weeks we have the US elections, and like, that's just going to make the markets go like crazy. You know, like, they're going to go crazy. And coming up to it as well, it's going to be a bit crazy. Like, it will. So just be aware of that. Like, they will most likely induce both sides coming up to the elections, and probably going to be a lot of fake outs and stuff. So just play the ranges, play what you have, play what you see, be cautious in general. I would say just be cautious in general. Like, you should always be cautious when trading, but like, just, you know, have closer TPs. You know, why not? You know, you can always get back in. In the current climate that we're in, you know, it's tricky. Like, trading can be tricky in these situations. So just, as Tino would say, just pay yourself. You know, take some off the table, and do your best to follow the TA. You know, in the heat of the moment, it can be difficult to really rely on the TA you've done. You know, I know how it is when you're in trades, and you know, it all feels very different. So just take something off the table, try and look at the charts with like a clear mind, and let them show you what they're doing, right? Like, have your levels up and down, and just let them show you what they're gravitating towards. Not necessarily what you want to happen, but what the chart is showing you, you know. Yeah, I mean, my daily updates at the moment are carried by the same narrative, which is there's crazy inducement below us, but also we're in a very emotionally driven market, so they can still make some crazy moves counter to that, right? But if we want to come down into the date, like intraday, I guess we have Asian liquidity above us. US tapped into a liquidity pool here, and we seem to have gotten a strong reaction. I wouldn't be surprised if US came back up and filled some orders in here, because this is just one push down, and now we've had a very sharp push down coming into US today, which is in about 2.5 hours, right? 3.5 hours or so. So I wouldn't be surprised if they pushed it up and recovered some of this push down from Asia today. They can induce for a long time here. They still have a gap above us, right? But it seems like, to me anyway, right now, that they were okay with filling this 50%. And, you know, if we want to take it for granted that they want to fill as many orders as they can, like, there's a hell of a lot down here. You know, there's a hell of a lot. Yeah. Again, ES is at all-time highs. It can be kind of manic. They can really grab. They could grab to the upside with no problem, as well, and that will drag NQ up, right? That will drag NQ. So, just play the safe plays. You know, nice internal plays. Maybe target some external liquidity if it's really going for it at the right times. You know, that's a large buyback. Large. A little retracement into this. I'll probably close the rest of the position. That's what I get. I'm doing a video and then a trade. Anyway, happy trading, guys. Sorry it's a bit late today. I'll try and be as early as I can for the next ones and maybe try and get some setups for the UK session, you know. But yeah, busy life. All right. Happy trading, guys. Peace, and we'll catch you tomorrow.